Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Professor Aruna Drawasa from Decibok Academy. So first of all, thank you so much for your patience for the first ever massive open online lab. So to clarify, I'm not a Crump teacher. I'm not a Crump instructor. I am a Crump performance coach. So let me break it down for you. So what is a Crump performance coach? Essentially, if I was to be a teacher, if I was to be a teacher, that means I would only teach you the things I learned from workshop. But what I'm teaching you as well is the psychology behind it, because I've done the professional training to become a medical NLP practitioner. So I have an understanding of the brain, how the brain works, how the psychology works. So then I can help you, a complete beginner, and within 6 weeks to make you at a level that you've been crumping for almost 3 years. That's because I understand how the physiology and the neurophysiology of the brain works. And it takes time, because I'm a pharmacist by background. I'm a healthcare professional. So being a healthcare professional, I have a good understanding of the human physiology. And as such, I can take this and leverage it to combine it with my dancing skills, because I'm also doing a dance diploma. So Crump performance coaching is the application of medical NLP to enhance the creativity of the crumper, learning theories, which is something that was popular in the 1970s, and it's going to help you have a better awareness on how the whole concept of dancing works. Music theory is something that's really important as a dancer, and I'm going to then teach you about the Crump basics, and then I'll be teaching about the Crump combos, and I'm hoping to do it for half an hour, and after half an hour, that's when we can start with the 15 minutes of Q&A. You can ask me anything for 15 minutes. So it's my first Facebook Live using my laptop, so I do apologize if it's being glitchy or if it's too slow. Do let me know. I hope everybody can hear me okay. So first of all, let's start with the right mindset. So I'm going to teach you a bit of psychology first before we kick in with the Crump classes. So this is part of the session. Like I said, it's not a Crump class. It's a Crump performance coaching session. So let me say that again. This is not a Crump class. This is not a Crump workshop. This is a Crump performance coaching session, because I'm incorporating psychotherapy to enhance, to unlock your creativity as a dancer and as a crumper. Okay? So far, got a few people watching. Okay. So for those that missed this video, it's fine. I'm going to put the link on the Udemy dashboard so that you can watch it when you have time, in case you're not on Facebook Live right now with myself, which is fine, because everybody got different schedule. I mean, I have 83 countries enrolled into the massive open online lab, so everybody running a different schedule. I've chosen to do it at 1 o'clock because I've sent a questionnaire asking the students when is the best time to do the Facebook Live, and the highest proportion was Sunday between 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. No, sorry, 5 o'clock till 7 o'clock India time, which is the equivalent of 1 o'clock in UK time. So that's why I've chosen to do it at 1 o'clock every Sunday, because they were the one who chose to respond to my survey. So I get to accommodate their needs. If you don't give me feedback, then I won't know what you want out of this massive open online lab. It's a two-way process. It's not me giving you knowledge and you take it. No, I give you knowledge and then you let me know if it's working or not. Then I refine it. It's an ongoing cycle. So it's not a one line, you get it and it's done. No, it's a cycle. I give it to you on the 11th if it's working, and then you expand and expand. Am I making sense so far? I hope. So medical NLP, once again, is founded by my sensei, my mentor, Garner Thompson and Dr. Khalid Khan. This is different from mainstream NLP, which is focused on cell. Medical NLP is focused on patient interaction. NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. CROMP, medical NLP or CROMP psychotherapy, is taking my elements that I've learned as a medical NLP practitioner. Yeah, Richard Blonder, exactly, Giant. So I'm taking like Garner Thompson learned directly from Richard Bandler. So they've written books together. So essentially you could say that the creator of NLP is my big homie in a CROMP term. So essentially the creator of NLP is John Grinder and Richard Bandler. And my big homie in medical NLP is the little homie of Richard Bandler. So my big homie is Garner Thompson, and my big homie is Richard Bandler. So that's why the knowledge I have is legit. That's why I'm able to make so many breakthroughs in my business. Yeah. So once again, CROMP medical NLP is to help you unlock your untapped potential from your brain, because at the moment CROMP was created in 2001. So we relying on certain environmental factors to help the dance expand. But we haven't had psychologists coming into the dance to give us an understanding of the brain to help us exponentially increase the growth of CROMP development. And this is what I'm doing now. That's why this is not a CROMP class. This is not a CROMP workshop. This is a CROMP performance coaching session. Yeah. So, so let's start with NLP. Okay, the easiest one, let's start with state. So I'm just drinking some lemon tea, I'm a bit thirsty. So essentially, the first thing first, you need to have the right state. So I hope that all the people watching this video watch anime. So for those who haven't heard what is anime, anime is Japanese cartoon. Japanese cartoon is a must for CROMPers. If you don't watch Japanese cartoon, it's going to limit your creativity in CROMP. Why is that? Let me explain. The brain, the left part of your brain, like in Facebook, like it's in reverse. So the left part of the brain is for logical thought. The right part of the brain is for creativity. All dancers are creative by nature. They are all creative as dancers and as CROMPers. But we don't sometimes know the little details. What is the execution of the body muscle? It is the release of ATP, which is adenosine triphosphate. This is when it gets to the realm of physiology, which is not something dancers is familiar of. That's why it's like a gap between dance and the health sectors. That's why I've written a book so that both sectors can understand each other and work together to increase the health and well-being of patients. And I'm the first one in the world to do that. So if you have seen the anime Hunter x Hunter, there is this character called Kurapika. Kurapika is a character in Hunter x Hunter where he has rings. And when he has the rings, he can develop certain skill set. And there's a concept of NEN, N-E-N, in Hunter x Hunter. If you're a CROMPer and you're watching this Facebook Live and you haven't heard of Hunter x Hunter, after this, go and watch it. It's going to give you so much idea for your CROMP. I'm a big fan of Hunter x Hunter. So go and watch it. It's going to help you a lot. So in Hunter x Hunter, there's a concept of NEN. So what I mean by NEN is when your whole body develops a certain color. And when you have this certain color, it gives you special ability. And the brain functions in a similar way. So you think that your brain is connected to your eye and that's how you see. This is wrong. This is common misconception. You don't see with your eye. So let me say it again. You do not see with your eye. because your brain is isolated. So essentially, there is electron being sent to your eye, which convert the signal directly into your brain. So think of it as like a potato. Your brain is a potato, and then you have some pair of eyes on top. Pair of eyes, nose, ears, leg. But your brain is like a potato. So then any stimuli that you get from the environment get converted into electrical signal. Am I making sense? So that means if I see something, that means is a light reflection that gets sent to my eye, that get converted into electrical signal that gets sent to my brain, then switch it around automatically because your eyes is crossed, the nerve fibers is crossed. So the brain is automatically switching the view. If then you'd be seeing the word almost upside down, if I recall correctly. Same thing for your ears. You have sound coming in, which is frequency that gets sent to your ear, and there's like a small liquid with ears in it. And the changing of the air follicle, like air strand, into the liquid inside the hair, send electrical signal to your brain. That's how you can hear. Same thing for the touch. When you touch somebody, I'm touching the skin, which activates a nerve signal that gets sent directly from my hand into my brain. Yeah? So essentially, it's all based on electrical delivery from your body receptors into your brain. Once you understand the physiology of your body and the psychology, that's when you can really unlock your body to the next level for Chrome. That's why ballet, contemporary dances are so developed, because they have a good understanding of all these health related subjects. But for Chrome, because we're like quite young, we haven't got that many health care professionals. Like this myself as a pharmacist, they're chosen in Holland with a doctor, and I'm pretty sure there's more Crumpers who work in the medical industry. I think Galway works as a nurse, I could be wrong. So the concept of colors in your body, what I want you to do now is try to visualize that here is a TV. So now I'm actually asking you to do it in your mind. So right now I'm doing a medical NLP technique to unlock your creativity. It's going to help you, so please do it. If you can, actually stand up and do it. Don't just watch it. Do the physical move. That's a technique that's been refined since 1998. So it is legit. I'm a medical NLP practitioner, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm a professional. I'm a registered practitioner. I'm a pharmacist. So what I want you to do, Sam, what I want you to do now is think that here's a TV. Yeah? So try to see right now, you're visualizing a TV. And between the TV, I want you to see yourself in the TV, the anime version, the super version, like a character from Naruto, a character from One Piece, a character from Bleach, a character from Hunter x Hunter, a character from Dragon Ball Super. So right now you're watching a TV right now, and you can see yourself in the anime. Yeah? Can you do that for me? Because your brain takes a few seconds to register it. It takes about 3 seconds to register. So that's something like I'm giving pauses on purpose. So here is a TV, and I want to see yourself in the TV as part of the anime, which is the super version of yourself. Yeah, it's a TV here, yeah? And now you can see yourself in the TV, in the anime, and try to give it characteristic. How is your character? Is he strong? Is he does he have muscle? How's his hair? Is it spiky like Sangoku? Does he have like martial art clothes? Is his clothes very sleek? Does he speak very powerfully? So don't say it, just think, like visualize it in your head. The anime version of yourself. Can you do that for me? That's right. Yeah. So now you're seeing yourself So you can visualize your anime version. Oh, that's my mom. Okay, that's my mom. Okay. So you can see the anime version of yourself. You can hear what he's saying or she's saying if you're a woman watching this video. And now, I would like you to stand up. Literally stand up. So you stand up and you go behind the TV. So the TV is here. I'm behind the TV. Yeah? And now step in the TV. Take a deep breath. That's right. So how does it feel for you to come inside the TV to become the character, the anime version of yourself? You should have felt the change. That's right. So now you can see your anime version, you can hear the anime version, and then you can feel the anime version. That's right. So now give this feeling a word. That's called a trigger word. It can be anything. Just a word to help you go back to that state, to that feeling of being an anime character. That's right. So now, I need you to give it a color. You give a color to your anime character. Because right now you're inside the TV. Give it a color. That's right. You don't have to tell me. Just give it a color and think of a trigger word. That's right. Now you can step back from the TV and go whether you're sitting or standing up. So right now, you've involved different senses in your body, which is a kinesthetic part, which is you moving. Yeah, exactly, Janet, your posture changed because you created a shift in your brain. So this is the feeling you can use for your Chrome character. And if you go back to Enter X Enter, Pick has rings. So when you go at a Chrome competition or at a Chrome event or your training, you say the trigger word to change your whole body into that color. But also you can press your finger with your thumb to become, so you press any finger you want. So you say, you press it and say the word. So that's called anchoring. So you're anchoring that character, anime character, to become the super version of yourself in Chrome. So you have 10 fingers. So that means you can have 10 characters in Chrome. So literally just, actually let's use 4. So you have 8 characters. You can have up to 8 characters in Chrome. So literally every time you press one, and you have one word to trigger yourself into a character. And then same thing for this one, like the anime Enter X Enter. That's why I have 7. I have 7 characters in my business life. So you can do the same thing for Chrome. This is Chrome performance coaching session for a reason. I'm using psychology now. So a bit of background, my psychology is 1 for pharmacy, 1 for Chrome, 1 for public speaking, 1 for dating, 1 for business, 1 for gentleman, and 1 for movie director. Same principle for Chrome. And you can do the same process again to develop more characters into your Chrome. See, you didn't have to wait 6 months to find your Chrome character. You can do it in 5 minutes. Right now, what you felt, you find your Chrome character. That's your Chrome character. Just use the trigger word and cheese, boom, into Chrome character and use it. My first social experiment was with Abhishek when he came from India to UK, and I gave him the exercise and he could feel it. That's how he was able to develop the character of Kuro Steels, and his body color was black and to be metallic. So he gave it characteristics. So if you can visualize it, it makes it easier. So that was 1. The second type is your expectation. In medical NLP have the concept of timeline. So right now, you don't have to tell me. I want you to think of where is your past. So think of it as a line. Where would you place your past? So yes, right now in the present, where is your past? So some people, because if it was a one-to-one coaching session, I would be able to give you more detailed feedback. But because I'm doing one-to-many, I can't see everybody at the same time. So if your past events is in front of you, this is not good. So let me say it again. If your past, if you can put a line and you're the present, is in front of you, this is not good. So what I would like you to do is to lock it in. That's right. And move it diagonally behind you. So your past is not behind you, it's diagonally behind you. And you can do it on either side. So you lock your past and actually lock your past and lock it, which is your timeline, and push it behind you. That's right. Which is diagonally. Because if it's right behind you, you will have a tendency to forget. You become amnesic. You don't forget your past. The past make up your experiences as a human being. So the best way is to keep it diagonally so that you're in the present and you can still look at the past, which is your past experiences. Am I making sense so far? That's right. Now, I would like to think, where's your future? That's right. So where would you place your future? That's right. So your future should be in front of you. If it's on the side, grab it, lock it in, and drag it forward. That's right. So right now your future is in front of you. So you have a clear vision of where you want to go, and your past is diagonally behind you. Not right behind you, diagonally behind you. That's right. So now, what I want you to do now is to think, you're in the present right now, and where would you like to be in 6 weeks' time? So in 6 weeks' time, I want you to be able to see yourself as being ultra buck. I want you to see yourself as being the world champion in Crump, the winner of European box session, or the winner of Indian Crump Festival, whichever competition is the biggest in your country. If you have the opportunity to travel to EBS, think that you're winning EBS in 6 weeks' time. That's right. So now, what I want you to do, if you're sitting down, I would like you to stand up. If you're standing already, that's fine. So bearing in mind your past is diagonally behind you, and your future is front of you, which is bright and very open, very welcoming, is I would like you to visualize where is 6 weeks in that timeline. So it could be 6 steps, or it could be 1 step. It depends on how much length is in your timeline. Everybody's different. So you can actually move. So let's say we want 2 steps to be 6 weeks in my timeline. So 1, 2. Yep. So right now I am in my timeline of the future 6 weeks beforehand. So that's week 1 and it's week 6. So right now I'm the winner of the EBS. Right now I'm the current world champion of Crump. It feels great. I'm the best one in the world. I'm invincible. That's right. So you're having this feeling of improvement. Get that feeling. Make it part of your body. That's right. I'm going to give you a few moments to give you the opportunity to walk and feel that feeling of being world champion of Crump. That's right. Don't forget to breathe as well. That's right. Now, I would like to go back to your present timeline. The present. But you're bringing back how that felt to be world champion of Crump. That's right. So now in your mind, you're expecting to become world champion. So therefore, you're more likely to go harder in your training. That's right. So now you have a clear goal on what you want to achieve. You know, okay, now for me to become world champion of Chrome, I need to have more in my chest pop, more in my stomach. That's right. So this was a concept of timeline, which is really important for Chrome performance coaching. Yeah, visualization, Kojan. Yeah, that's right. And the other thing is eye accessing cue. So in the dance style of Bharatanatyam, which is like Indian ballet, we do a lot of eye movement. We do this. So it's ta te ta te ta de, like that rhythm. Ta te ta dum. So we have flexibility of the eye. And what happens is your eye open up different part of your brain. So what I mean by that? For crumpers, the mistake of crumpers is they only come forward, they only do this. So the eye is not moving. And it's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I'm confused. What move should I do next? That's because you're only using one part of your brain. Your brain has 7 different parts. Think of your brain like a world map. And your world map, you have different countries. Right now, you're just dancing with one country because your eye is not moving. So, bearing in mind that the right part, the left part of your brain is logical thought, and the right part of your brain is creativity. So that means when I look right, wait, because it's reversed, it's getting confused. Wait, looking here, that's left, but then it's left. So essentially, let's say you're in the same position as me. If you look into your left, I know on the video it's reversed, but I want you to think of it. So when I look my eye into the left, in the mid-level, that's auditory cue. That means I'm remembering voice. If I look on the other side, I'm creating dialogue in my head. So is it making sense? So this level is for auditory cue. So here is for past remembrance, but the video will be reversed. On your left hand side, when you look directly in the mid-level, you're remembering audio. But when you look on the right, you're remembering creativity, making up new sentences. Yeah. The upper level is visual. So when I look at the uppermost corner of my eye into my right, into my left, I'm remembering visual. If I look on the uppermost corner of my eye for the right, which is reversed on the video, I'm making imagination. That's why it's really good for anime. That's when you can create your character of being super strong, super ultra gully, not afraid of anything. When you look down left, that's when you remember feelings, past feeling. When you look down right, you remember, you make up feelings. So that's why in Chrome you have live, buck, crop, and bug zone. When you go into your live zone, that's when you become visual. That's when you get almost transported to a whole new universe. That's when people reach the liveness, they get so happy because they get transported to a whole new level of energy. When you look in the mid-level, which is Chrome, you're listening to audio. That's when you do your event, you listen to the track. And when you go down, that's when you go buck. That's when you have the feeling happening. Am I making sense? I know it's a very new concept for you lot because that's the first one of its kind for Chrome and probably for dance. I haven't heard of dance NLP. So yes. Tande is about Chrome performance coaching session to help dancers to become better crumper. You may learn a few things about it, Tande. Tande is like a pharmacist, from what I remember. We went to the same university of Bath. So yes. So as crumpers, whenever we go to live, we go into visual. When we remain in the crump zone, we auditory. We listen to voice. We listen to the music. When we go down, we go into feeling based. So that's why when you crump, if you stuck look with your eye. So let's say I'm cramping, I'm like, okay, I was yesterday at the McDonald's and I didn't like the McDonald's. And then I'm like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to be to Paris. I love Paris. And then, oh, the track is chase pain, chase pain. You remembering track? And then you make a new dialogue. Oh, chase is really good. I'm really good with my press up. Boom, boom, boom. So you make up new dialogue. And then when you go down, like, I remember that time I was really upset. I want to really unleash that pain. So you remember past pain. And then the next one is on the other side. You say, actually, I want to create a new feeling. I want to be happy. I want to be happy, you know? So you're moving your eye to access different part of your brain to give you more vocabulary for your cramp. That's the trick. That's the trick. Just change your eye level. That's it. Am I making sense? So you think you have to move your whole body, but what you need to do is move your eye. That's why some crampers are very extremely buck and they're not going down that much. They're like buck being upward. Think of Zepek. Zepek is ultra buck, but you don't see him go down all that much. But his creativity is insane because he's probably doing it unconsciously. He's moving his eyes to access different part of his brain to give new access to vocabulary. So if you go to an event and you blank, move your eye. If you look up, it's visual. If it's up, left, you're remembering past experiences, visualizing past experience. If you look up, right, you're visualizing new experience, you're creating new memories. If you look left, that means you're remembering dialogue, like a track. If you're looking right, you're creating new dialogue. That's when you can create new musics. If you're a rapper for cramp. If you're looking down, on the left, you're creating new feelings, past feelings of pain, happiness. When you look down on the other side, which is right, you're creating new happiness. You're creating new feelings. Yeah. So the reason why I'm teaching you this now is you can start practicing so that at the end of 6 weeks, you can actually become close to be a world champion of cramp. Because cramp, the ICE principle is 80% body and 20% arm. But there's something called the Pareto principle, I think, which is 80% psychology, give 20% result. So that means if you're only using 20% of your body, you're only accessing 20% of cramp. That's why it takes so long. But if you want to improve into your cramp to go next level, you have to access 80% of cramp to become 100% cramp very quickly. You must understand the psychology of your brain. You must understand how your brain works. So this is why this is not a cramp class. This is not a cramp session workshop. It is a cramp performance coaching session, which I'm using medical NLP as a professional registered practitioner to combine the two, which is a new field. That's the first one in the world for that. I'm the first one, thanks to my sensei, Garner Thompson, and Dr. Khalid Khan. I know we said half an hour, but it's probably going to go up to an hour. I don't mind, because this is really important stuff. So I hope so far you're enjoying it so far, because it's only the beginning. So now I'm going to talk about learning theories. So learning theories is 4 different types, which I really like. The first one is called VARC theory. The VARC theory is called visual, auditory, read and write, and kinesthetic. And every crampers are different the way they learn. So yes, every crampers are different. Some crampers like to be visual. I'm a visual cramper. I like to learn visually. I like to see video. I like to see people doing it so I can see it. I like to see pictures. So you need to identify which kind of crampers you are. And as a marker, it's not it's a general rule, but it's not the that's not the rule for all the time. But it's an indication that crampers who are tall and slim is likely to be visual. Crampers who is likely to be feeling based are likely to be built up. Think of Talais, essentially slim from back in the days. If you look at his stage, so he's really fast. It's likely a visual learner. If you look at Big Miho, he's more feeling based. I mean, both of them got both learning method, but when you look at Big Miho, he's more like slow and much more groovy. That's because of that's the general makeup of the brain. So you need to identify yourself. How do you like to learn Chrome? Do you like visual? Are you a visual learner when you study for your exam? Or are you learning auditory? Do you like listen to podcasts? Or do you like doing it personally? You know? And some people like reading and writing. So they like to read the information together. I like reading as well. So I like to learn Chrome through text, like a textbook, and then apply it. So right now I'm giving you 10 seconds to think what is your preferred method of teaching, of learning, sorry. Visual, auditory, read and write, or kinesthetic, actually doing it. Yeah, so now you should have enough time to think how you learn. So that's called the VARK theory. You can actually go on Google and write VARK theory to learn more about it. But I'm just giving you the key elements so you don't have to search it for more details. It depends. It's up to you. I'm giving you a tester because this is the first one of its kind in Chrome because I'm doing a dance diploma. I only made those breakthroughs recently. The second learning theory is Banduras. Banduras is a social, develop a social learning theory saying that people learn through modeling. People learn from watching others. So that means if you're the only crumper in your city, you need to create more little homies. You need to take on little homies so you both of you can learn from each other. That's how you're going to speed up your progress over 6 weeks. So essentially, I'm expecting you, my task for you guys watching this video is after this Facebook Live is to go and find 5 little homies. That's right. So I need you to find by today or tomorrow, or you can message people. You need to find 5 new little homies. 5 of them, you're going to teach them what you know. So all 6 of you can learn. And because you're learning with others, it's going to speed up your learning rate. That's called scaffolding and modeling. And the other one is called the flow state theory. The flow state theory is essentially where your brain goes into a certain frequency. So let's say right now your brain is in beta wave. But then when you become absorbed into a task, when you listen to Chrome tracks and lab for like 2 to 4 hours, your brain goes into alpha wave. So you become into your flow state. That's when times go fast really quickly. You're like, oh my God, I've been labbing for 6 hours. I didn't even notice because your brain was in a flow state. So once you become familiar with the flow state, it's going to help you a lot, both in Chrome, in your personal life and professional life. And the last one is called Gagne theory. Gagne theory mentioned the fact that there's 8 levels of learning. So essentially, so every learning gets added up like building a house. Right? So if you're a complete beginner, watch my video on Massive Open Online Lab, that means I've given you level 1. Now I'm giving you level 2. Then level 8, that's when it becomes to the stage of problem solving. So what is problem solving? Problem solving is essentially you utilizing your knowledge to solve a problem. So for example, I was able to learn a lot about pharmacy and I was able to learn a lot about dance. And because I was able to get level 8 on both of them, I was able to combine the two to create a solution, which is combining dance for treating patients to improve well-being. That's because I've been reading books. I've been talking to people. I've been doing interviews. That's the same principle for Chrome. So you can't expect to go from level 1 to level 8. No, you have to build up. But I'm teaching you about learning theory so you understand. Because once you understand, you have a better understanding. If you have a better understanding, so the other thing I wanted to talk about is, as dancers, back in the days, musician was writing reviews about our performance. 1900 or 1950s, musician was writing about dance and how it was helping us to develop. By having a musician background, learning about music theory, if you do beat making, is going to help you a lot in your chrome. So once you understand about music theory, it's going to help you recognize a track. Okay, a track has an intro, has a middle, and a cappella. It has the kick, the snare, and the drums. It has a drum pattern. Like most dance music has something called syncopation. Syncopation. S-Y-N-C-O-P-A-T-O-N. Syncopation is basically an abnormal rhythm, drum pattern. Boom, 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 boom. So it's like dance music, chrome music has syncopation. So if you understand the track, and if you can listen to the track not in terms of minutes, but in terms of bar. So a track could be somebody who knows about chrome music theory, know how to make music, you will say, oh, that track has 66 bar, or that track has 88 bars. But somebody who doesn't know about music theories, they probably say, oh, the music is 2 minutes in length or 3 minutes in length. But you're missing out in a big part. So once again, if you use Avatar, the anime protocol, which I've told you about this from Interact Center, the timeline to put the past diagonally behind you and the future in front of you, and go 6 weeks forward to the high, to understand how it feels to be world champion of cramp, and then bring the experience back with you so you can accelerate your growth. Learning about the learning theories, which is the VAG theory, Bandura's theory, flow state theory, and the Gagne theory, music theory. So before we start, does anybody have any question? I know I said afterward, but feel free to ask question now before we start the session. Any question? No question. Okay, no worries. So yes, so let's start with the class. So I'm going to put some track. We're going to start with a warm up, and then we're going to do the thing. So let me get some music. Music. Non, c'est pas là. Compile. So yeah, we're going to start with the warm up, and if you're watching this video, please share it to your friends so they can get involved too. So yeah, so we're going to do a warm up for like 5-10 minutes, then the basics, and then the combos, and then we're going to call it today. And if anybody has any question, do ask one. Yeah.
Mindless tracks.
And then touch your feet. Yeah, come down. Other side. Yeah. So now we're going to do some drills. Yeah. So we're going to do some drills to help you develop your Chrome basics to become stronger. Yeah. So we're going to be starting with the jabs. Yeah. So you need to be in, if you've seen the video, if you haven't, go and watch it. I'm expecting you to know it. Go into position 1. Your arm should be perpendicular, should be square. Yeah, and then you pull it forward. So it's fully stretched out. It's not bent, it's fully stretched out, yeah? Yeah. From here. Yeah, that's it. Don't forget to breathe as well.
You are fully familiar with how we keep score? Yes. All right, then in that case, let's let the folks at home and our friends here in the theater know exactly.
So you should feel your arm, your bicep to be stronger. So I need you to tease and fit to the side, yeah? And you do it twice. So it's here, the side, twist upward. So twice, yeah? It's not here, it's diagonally here. So you come tack, 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 yeah? And then when you do that, I want you to do the same, but you turn it around your body. Yeah. Yeah, so it's activating the forearm. So now we need to be doing the arm thing, yeah? Okay? Tack, tack. Yeah, so down, down. Bring it upward. Upward. Down, down. It's like this motion. Up, up. Down, down. Up, up. Yeah, and then you do with one motion. Tack, 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 tack. Boom, boom. Yeah. Switch arm. Yeah. So now we need to be doing
let's let the folks at home and our friends here in the theater know exactly
chest pop. The chest pop, your hand is one side. Yeah. With your teeth. The chest should go upward diagonal. It's not down. It's upward diagonal. Yeah. Come. Yeah. Don't forget to breathe as well. Let me put some more music. Yeah, now you need to be doing the stomp. Yeah, so stomp, yeah. Okay. Actually, no, let's do the kickback. The kickback. So I've taught you about the jab. I taught you a drill for the chest pop. I taught you a drill for the stomp. Now I would like you to do one more exercise. I'd like you to try to make a combo. Okay. Whew. And then your hand goes here. Up, yeah. Hold. So now, what I would like you to do is to make a combo with the basics I've shown you, like in the massive open on live. So what I want you to do is create a combo having the 4 basics: the stomp, the chest pop, the jab, and the arm swing. So I want you to make a combo with those 4. To give you an example, so you have the stomp, chest pop, the jab, and the arm swing. So stomp, chest pop, jab, arm swing. Stomp, chest pop, jab, arm swing. Yeah? So that was 4. So allow you to try some. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. I'm going to play some music as well to give you a bit of feel, yeah? Because I can't see you a lot. That's a shame, but let me play the music and you just try to make your own combo. I can change this order around as well. Okay, so in today's session, we have covered Crump Medical NLP, learning theories, music theories, Crump basics, Crump combos. So thank you again for watching this video. So now we have 15 minutes of Q&A. Ask me anything. Go for it. Any question? Anything can be Crump related, Crump psychology. Don't be shy. Okay, let me put some music so you get a bit of inspiration. Don't be afraid. You're all learners.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast.
Any question? No question?
Mindless tracks.
This is opportunity, guys. Any question about Crump, ask me. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So Giant asked, can you explain the eye position again? So essentially, when you look up on your right side, it's like switched in both Facebook. Okay, let me try to do it. So when I'm looking right, I'm looking up. That means I am creating visual. I'm imagining things. If I'm looking on the side, still on my right-hand side, I am creating new dialogue. I am Buck. I'm the best. If I'm looking down, I'm creating feelings. Oh, it'd be nice if I was to get a nice meal. I'd be very satisfied. When you look into your left, when you look up, you remember visual, you remember imagery, like a past movie, a past experience. When you look left in the middle lane, you're remembering voice. Or like you need to improve on this. This is good, but you need to improve on it. When you look down, it makes you remember feelings that you had before, like feelings of anxiety, happiness, love. So when you move your eye, it gives you access to different channels. And when you have different channels, it gives you more access to Crump vocabulary. So the Crump vocabulary is not just visual, it's visual, auditory, and feeling. Is it making sense, Giant? Or was that good enough, or do you want me to elaborate more? Okay, I think it was good enough. Okay, so guys, any question? I'm going to play some music to give you some inspiration. I've got 10 minutes left, so you make use of this opportunity because I'm only going to do it once a week. So. Any question? Any? Don't be afraid to ask questions. Like, if I don't know it, I will say it. You know? If I know the answer, I'll give it to you. So don't be shy. Use this opportunity to learn more about Crump. If I don't know the answer, you can ask the creators of Crump or OGs in your countries. They are all students. So don't be shy to ask questions, you know? So ask me any question about Crump, Crump psychology, or even Crump music. And I will try my very best to give you a concise answer to help you progress as a Crumper. Yeah? So I'm going to play some more music to give you more inspiration. Don't feel shy. Very good question, Giant. So he thinks he doesn't feel the music today. He's 100% right. Essentially, when you listen to music, it brings your attention to a different part of your brain. That's why some crumpers find it difficult to dance to popping music, salsa music, breaking music, because they are used to dance to crump music. So the brain is conditioned to dance to crump music. So once they have a different type of music, it accesses a different part of the brain. Going back to music theory teaches you that different notes can give you different feelings. So Jan, if you cannot connect with the dance music, the best way to do it is to groove, to help you be on musicality, and to create stomps, to create your own parts, your own musicality using the stomp. So essentially you control the music. The music doesn't control you, because you have the choice whether to be on beat or not. But dance is freestyle. You don't have to listen to every single beat. If you want to eat every single beat, go for it. If you don't want to, that's fine, because it's everybody's choice. Some people like to be fast. Some people like to be feeling based. So if you cannot connect with the dance, just groove to help you be on musicality. Do the stomp for the pulses. And you can create imaginary storytelling. Like a good video is at EBS Crump, there was Crump vs X, and then there's playing the instrument. And if you look at girl Grishka or Sister Sosa, she's able to create her own rhythm. She was owning the music, you know. So one way to do it is to, when you train, to train in different pace. You can train slow and increase the speed, so that you have like 5 different levels, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in different speeds, to help you accommodate different type of music. So like a classical music you need to be slow. If it's house music is very fast, so you need to be able to move fast. So you help your body condition in 5 different type of speed. Going back to the character, you can have characters. Okay, that's level 1, that's level 2, level 3, and level 4. So okay, that's my first character, level 1, boom. Level 2, boom. So using an anchor for your creativity to have a specific character for a specific type of music. That's going to help you a lot. I hope this answered your question, Giant. Okay. Any other question? Go for it. You got 5 more minutes. I haven't had my lunch yet. I'm starving. I'm doing this for you guys. So please use this opportunity, because if you want to ask questions, you have to wait for next week. Could you play some music to get you some inspiration?
Yeah.
I'll push you for the wedding.
Mindless tracks. Yeah, blank. Blank. Yeah, blank. Blank. Ah, yeah,
blank. So yeah, Chris draft join. So essentially, Chris, I'm just having the Q&A now. So like for anybody to ask any question related to crump music. I mean, you're better than me on this topic, that's fine. Or crump psychology, because I've done professional training to be a medical NLP practitioner. So I can adapt medical NLP technique to adapt it to dance, to make it to crump, to make it into a crump performance coaching session. So if you got any question related to psychology or the brain, go for it. Anybody, that's fine. You have 5 more minutes. Any question? Okay, everybody seems to be shy, so let me take this opportunity to give you 4 more minutes of content. So essentially, your brain is divided in 2 parts. You have the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. Your conscious mind is only 10%. So whenever you go and brush your teeth and have your breakfast, it becomes an habit. To develop an habit, it takes 66 days. So whenever you read a book, it goes into your unconscious mind, which is 90%. So the more books you read, the more content get delivered into your unconscious mind. And whenever you have a challenge into your business or into your crop, that's when you get the breakthrough. Same thing for crop. The more video footage you watch, the more it goes into your unconscious mind. So the more vocabulary you can express, because it goes into your unconscious mind. So that's why many people have big homies, to help them enhance their quality. If you didn't have the farm system in Chrome, I personally feel that Chrome wouldn't be as big or as popular, because Chrome is present in 87 countries, you know. So in conscious mind, if you want to learn more about this, go and buy the book Magic in Practice, Introduction to Medical NLP. It's going to teach you everything about this. It's going to really open up your mind. Once again, if you haven't bought the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, go and buy it. The last book is called Blue Ocean Strategy by Renee and Kim. So you got 3 minutes to ask questions, guys. 3 minutes. Any question? Two minutes left. One minute left. Okay, so your homework for next week is practice the drill that we've done today. Use anime character to help you find your character in Chrome. Visualize again how it feels like to be 6 weeks after, when you feel like a world champion in Chrome. And find 5 little homies either today or tomorrow to help you progress in Chrome as part of Bandura's learning theories. And read about music theory. Go on YouTube, write music theory for you to understand the drum pattern, the syncopation, the a cappella, the bass, the how a music is constructed as a bar and not in minutes, like 66 bar, 84 bars. Actually start listening to Chrome tracks and try to listen how many bars there is. It's going to develop your musicality for Chrome. Try to make 5 combos. That's your homework as well. So for next week, I want you to find 5 little homies. You don't need to give them a rank, just 5 little homies for you to lab with to the session. Make 5 combos. Read about music theory. Read about the 4 learning theories: VARC, Banduras, Gagne, flow state theory. And if you can afford it, buy the book Magic in Practice, Introduction to Medical NLP by my sensei, my mentor, Garner Thompson and Dr. Khalid Khan. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot. Once again, this was not a Chrome class. This was not a Chrome workshop. This was a Chrome performance coaching session, because I'm teaching you psychological technique to help you unlock your liveness. Thank you for watching. Dream live, start back at Chrome. This is only the beginning. Chrome, we get live. Yeah.